I'm the chair of the Muslim Council, and at the starting of this, I want to say that the Muslims in this country and beyond are with the Ukrainian people. And we've been praying in our mosques so that there is safety and security for the people of Ukraine. Of course, we are here for the Vigil for peace in the world. We are all very much aware of conflict, and you've heard the previous speakers, and we know the humanitarian crisis has intensified. Scenes of war, bloodshed and destruction are horrifying, and we are disturbed about the innocent victims of such aggression. Locally, I think, and nationally, what we can do, and some, the leaders spoke about powerlessness and all that. We're not powerless. We all have some power within us. We must show our solidarity, unity and support for the Ukrainian people and the other communities that are affected here in the UK, and also those communities across the borders of Ukraine who are providing and trying to provide a refuge, protection, shelter and security for those who are seeking safety. Alongside that, I think we must also recognize there are other wars in the world that are destabilizing our world and our communities and create many challenges for all of us and for many governments. So Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Palestine, all this. The world is also just coming out of a pandemic, which has in fact had a massive impact on global economy. And we acknowledge that we have not recovered from that. What has become also blatantly obvious in global government response and the media reporting is the racism and discrimination against minority communities. And this is very disturbing. Let us ensure fairness and justice in all our approaches to any people who are in need of any form of safety, security, and who have some humanitarian needs. Locally, we can support people who are victims of this and other wars and conflicts. We know local communities are working tirelessly to get donations from local people, particularly the Polish community. Donations of food and that I know have gone out on lorries and things like that over several days, and people have been extremely tired, and we must thank them for their work, and we must support and help them too. Locally, places of worship are praying for a peaceful outcome, and governments to show understanding and insight in their decisions to bring about peace. Many protests and vigils are held, and I think we can keep up the momentum of our vigil, because this is not the end of the war. The crisis is for a long time. And we need to draw the attention of political leaders here and abroad to seek a solution to the crisis and to prioritize peace in the world, putting aside their enmities, their self-interest for the survival of and the well-being of humankind, because we could lead to much destruction as we are seeing is happening on a scale. Let us constantly and continuously lobby our politicians to make it easier for people trying to get to safety and make the visa processes easier. The government then to reconsider the nationality and borders bill, which rejects and criminalizes those seeking refuge from such wars and persecution. Let us pray that the world political and faith leaders act with vision and wisdom to strive for the safety and security for the global human. And let's not forget animals. Animals pay a price in this. Animal communities today and for the future generations to come. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's here. I'm pleased and I'm much humbled by being here. And we have, myself and my husband's family have a refugee experience. So I know how it feels. The Ugandan 1972 exodus of Asians, and we haven't forgotten that, and nobody ever will forget that. But it is very important that we continuously continuously and consistently keep the pressure on through vigils, protests, and coming together to support and help the people who are really in need and keep up this flag for Ukraine and safety for the world. Thank you very much.